And what's good, everyone? Welcome in here once again to Behind the Arc Basketball. Appreciate you guys for stopping by, being a part here once again. As should be a good game wrapping up tonight going down here. Number 11 seed UCLA will take on the number 6 seed, the BYU Cougars, between this matchup. UCLA got here by coming from 14 points down and winning against Michigan State to get into this game today. BYU, they showed a ton of heart out there in the WCC conference title game. They were up by double digits at one point over Gonzaga, and then Gonzaga came back and got the W to win the WCC championship. And this one should be a good one. We got John, welcome back in for this one, as he is excited for his Cougars tonight out here. Armando, welcome in. Bradley, Behind the Arc fan, glad to have you stopping by here. No problem, bud. And he's going out for BYU as well. And best of luck at your football game there, as this one should be a good one. Our Boomer Sooners, they just won Oklahoma winners in the 8-9 over Missouri. With key personnel this season, Oklahoma, they are 6-2 without key personnel on their team. So without a key player, they are 6-2 this season for Oklahoma, which has been huge for the Sooners this year. They beat Alabama this season without. I think Austin Reeves did not play in that game, but man, we're going to have a good one here. Lost Pupper Razorbacks roll, welcome on the stream. Yeah, that was unfortunate in the last game. Hopefully, this one's going to be a good one. Who do you think is going to win tomorrow as we welcome in ABC here onto the stream? Florida or Roberts? I'm going to go with an upset. I'm going to go Oral Roberts in that one for a random upset there. I'll go Coach of the Year. I've got Mark Few for Coach of the Year. Gonzaga playing Norfolk State tight, 14-11. As we're about to get ready to tip off in this one, UCLA with the blue jerseys, gold numbers, gold letters, going up against BYU, white jerseys, dark blue numbers and letters, and they'll go up for the tip, and it will be UCLA that controls the tip to start out this one for the round of 64. UCLA had it first and missed it, no good off the mark, and BYU now with their first possession. 20 seconds through, pass underneath over to Harms. Matt Harms back out to the right wing to Barcelo. Barcelo swings it over left corner to Averett. Back outside, Barcelo has it. 30 seconds through, Barcelo puts it inside. Harms puts one up, no good off the back iron, tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Bruins, so it's going to be BYU ball. What's good, Steven? Welcome to the stream. Taking BYU here. Hope all is well, bud. Oh, that's unfortunate. Draymond Green getting injured. Yikes. So BYU gonna inbound this one underneath their hoop. Top of the free throw circle. Harms moves over to Barcelo. Barcelo back out right wing perimeter over to Caleb Lohner. Lohner puts it over to Harms. Harms backs his way in there inside the interior. 45 seconds through the turnaround. No good off the mark. Rebound back to UCLA. Jules Bernard has the basketball for the Bruins. 1 minute through. Left corner three in the air. UCLA drills it. Johnny Juzang, he is back. And he got injured in overtime against Michigan State, but he has come back. And he is healthy to play today, and he just drilled the first three of the game. 18:50 left to go. BYU, second possession. Jumper free throw circle. No good. Off the mark. Offensive rebound. Lohner puts it back out to Harms. Moves out left wing. Three in the air. BYU overshoots the rim. No good. They get their own offensive rebound right back, though, with George. George underneath puts it up, and he's going to get fouled. What's good, D. Wade? Welcome back in the stream here. Once again, out in the house from Delaware. D. Wade happy about that with the Terrapins moving on. I think they're going to give Alabama a run for his money in the second round. Yeah, Gonzaga starts out slow, and then second half they come in big time. 14-11 though, and almost 9 minutes through. First free throw, BYU misses, no good. Second shot coming up at the line by BYU, and they missed it off the back iron. A rebound over to Jaime Jaquez here for UCLA. Guard play, a big reason why they were able to come from behind and beat Michigan State because of Jaquez and Johnny Juzang. They move it over top of the key, Cody Riley. Riley bounce pass over to Barnard. Barnard turns the corner free throw circle. Back outside, Tiger Campbell. Over to Barnard. Barnard gets some separation. Jumper, left elbow, drills it. And they are warmed up. They got one game underneath their belt. They are warmed up. They're just getting started. 18 minutes left to go. BYU now, third possession. Top of the key, Barcelo. Barcelo moves over to Averett at the right wing perimeter, guarded by Tiger Campbell. They move it over. Ooh, dangerous pass. Able to get to it, though, was BYU. They pass it inside over to Harms, lost it, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover, BYU. UCLA 5-0 through the first 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Tiger Campbell will have the ball now for UCLA. Controlling the basketball, not turning it over. That was a big key in why they won against Michigan State. Came back and won it. What's good, BR? Welcome to the stream here. I appreciate Bud for dropping the by. Top of the key, UCLA has it. Gonna move it back over to Jules Bernard. Bernard now dribbles towards his left. Shovels it out, right corner. 3 in the air, Campbell. No good, missed it. Rebound goes to Lohner for BYU. We get a fall on the rebound. It's going to be picked up by Jaime Hawkes. Clock will stop with 17-19. Mick Cronin not happy about that foul. Gonzaga running away now against Norfolk State, 19-11. BYU, 0 for 4 shooting, 0 for 2 at the free throw line, and 1 turnover. Just trying to get their feet right into this game. They haven't been able to make a shot. They pass it inside underneath Harms. Got possession, but we do have a foul. Wise foul, though, by Cody Riley, because Harms had the possession. Would have been 2. BYU shoots a 3. Miss from the corner. Rebound UCLA. Bruins take it up the court now. Left wing. Pull-up jumper. No good off the mark. Missed it by Juzang. Rebound back to BYU. Slow start as we have it through the first 3 minutes. BYU with the ball. They have already lost to a Pac-12 team this season. They got destroyed back in the Mohegan Sun bubble against USC. Pass off the cut to the bucket, and they missed the layup. They were open. No good. Too strong off the backboard. Rebound Bruins. Campbell outside the Hockeys. Entry pass underneath. Back of their way. Spin move. Puts it up, and no good. There was contact, but no foul. It's going to go BYU's way. Gideon George underneath the right baseline. Back out to the top. Harms has it. He was chasing after the basketball. Harms passes off the cutter. Here they go. BYU dumps it off. Left wing to the top of the key. Barcelo jacks about 3. That's good. Triple. The first one of the game goes down by Barcelo. Abdul, welcome to the stream here. Anything. Yeah, talk about upsets. So many upsets today. Gonzaga up against Norfolk State now 24-13. 9 minutes left to go in the first half. UCLA, jumper, left elbow. Missed it off the back iron. Rebound goes over to BYU. What's good, Cade? Welcome back on the stream here, man. I'm going to cover Arkansas tomorrow against Texas Tech, so that's going to be a huge game. Feel free to stop on by for that one, but BYU just turned it over. UCLA has it. Pass up the court, back outside, Campbell. Shot fake as they're going to move it over to Bernard. Bernard floats it up mid-range, and that's good. Falls for 2. 7-3 to score, 15-20 remaining. Jules Bernard got 4 out of the 7. BYU ball. Brandon Averett at the right wing. Puts the ball into the hands of Lohner. Now they turn the corner. Goes inside. Puts it up off the glass. No good, but a foul. It's going to be a call on UCLA. They get called for the personal foul. Clock will stop with 15:08 left to go. Mick Cronin liking the energy tomorrow. Or liking the energy right now in this one. Could we see Loyola Chicago over Illinois tomorrow? Good question right there. I got Illinois in my bracket. Honestly, anything's possible, though. Looking at these games. Anything is honestly possible. What's good, my man? Warren, welcome back in the stream. I took UCLA in this game. I actually meant... So I put out my bracket predictions on Monday. I think everybody's going out for BYU. I actually meant to put Michigan State for this game, but I kept my bracket predictions. Because I usually pick a team that plays like the 11 play-in. I usually pick that team to win at least like one round through. And I thought that the winner of that game, Michigan State, UCLA, was much favorable than the matchup versus Wichita State and Drake. So I usually pick at least 111 playing. And I did for this one. I expected Michigan State, though. I wasn't expecting UCLA. If straight up they were matching up against each other, just straight up in the bracket as an 11 versus 6, I probably would have taken BYU. Because I love what they showed me in the tournament with the heart that they played with out against Gonzaga in the WCC finals. Hey, thanks so much, Cade. I think that should be a good game. Texas Tech, they are tough and physical. Oh, I got you right there. So, Averett. Okay, I got you there. Yeah, crazy with the upsets. Gonzaga up against Norfolk State 27-16. Abilene Christian, Texas will tip off in around 20 minutes. That's the last game tonight. Oregon VC will not tip off. Oregon just got sent straight up to the second round. What's good, Chris? Welcome to the stream here. Going out for BYU in this one. Seems like every game I predicted, though, has been wrong, basically. So I wouldn't be shocked here if everybody gets this right and I'm the only one wrong. I remember there was a stream back in December. I predict Boston College, and I'll never predict BC again. I predicted Boston College over Florida, and Florida beat them by 20. That's because Boston College came off of that game against Villanova, and they almost beat Villanova. That's why. Because at that time, they only had like 2 or 3 games under their belt. So Taco looking for BYU, Texas, and Gonzaga all to win. Tomorrow's going to be Loyola Chicago versus Illinois. And then Baylor versus Wisconsin. And then Texas Tech versus Arkansas. So 3 games tomorrow. Those should be 3 really good games. 7-3, we're back into it. 15 minutes left to go. BYU has the ball. The Cougars top of the key with Lohner. Caleb Lohner passes over to the top again to Trevin Nell. He had a huge game against Gonzaga, raining down the threes. Coming in off the bench for the first time today. Nell will force one up. And no foul here. It's tipped up, and there will be a foul on the rebound by BYU. So it's going to be UCLA ball. 14:45 remaining. Taco can smell North Texas and Oral Roberts upsets. I'd be stunned if North Texas upsets Villanova. I know Villanova is not without Colin Gillespie, but what I saw from them yesterday is leadership. I should have picked them more because of the leadership they have. Of the upsets in the tournament, the biggest one was Oral Roberts over Ohio State. UCLA with Juzing. Juzing left baseline jumper, good for 2. He drills it. 9-3 Bruins, and we got 14 minutes left to go. BYU top of the key. Yeah, I should have picked Villanova further because they got on their team for Villanova. They got leaders all over the court. They're not the most athletic team, but they know how to guide their way somehow to a victory, even though it might not be pretty. Floater mid-range for BYU knocks it down. 9-5. That's good by Barcelo. 13:40 left to go. UCLA ball. Bounce pass, free throw circle, jumper, rattled out, no good. Rebound is right back over to BYU as Caleb Lohner picks up the defensive rebound. Barcelo has it again. Moves it out left wing. They will dribble top of the key with Trevin Nell. Nell gives it over to George. George right baseline, double teamed. They had him trapped right there. He was right on the back line, and that's going to be a tie-up possession arrow BYU. (29-16) Gonzaga leading Norfolk State, approaching 7 minutes left to go first half. BYU going to get the inbounds. UCLA already in foul trouble. They have 4 personal fouls. BYU with 1. They'll take a jumper. Deep 2. No good. Rattled out. Averett missed it. Rebound back to UCLA. So Sports Expert had Creighton and Ohio winning in his main bracket. There you go. So good picks for you. I am stunned about Creighton winning that. UC Santa Barbara just poor play at the very end of that game. UCLA takes the 3 straight away. Boom. They drill it. Triple At the top of the key, that is Johnny Juzang. He's having a huge impact. If he didn't play, this would be BYU's game to take. But he is out there, and he's got 8 out of the 12. More points than BYU so far. Shot fake underneath, able to swarm around him, and we got a foul. Sammy, welcome to the stream. Appreciate for reaching out over here. Twelve and a half left to go. BYU gonna have it. And we have another foul picked up, and it's on UCLA. So that's going to be their 6th personal foul, and a lot of foul trouble so far. Fouls picked up by Cody Riley. He's got 2. 1 by Etienne, 1 by Nuwaba, and 1 by Hawkins as well. So we got 12 and a half left remaining. BYU with the ball down by 7. A lot of foul trouble already. BYU, Averett takes the 3 at the right wing, and he got it. Triple. Second one of the game by BYU. That's their bread and butter, the 3-point shots. Yeah, I heard about that. It's terrible. People sending terrible threatening messages over to EJ Liddell. Like, he led the team yesterday in scoring and rebounding. He had a double-double. Is BYU going to come up with a steal? Here to go. Drives inside. Major rejection from behind by UCLA. BYU going to get it back, and Lohner puts it up. As that is good. A kiss off the glass. Good for 2. Some great basketball on display in this game so far. 11:45 remaining. Bruins with the ball. Top of the key. Juzang puts it back outside. Bounce pass over to the top again. Over to Nwuba. Over to Juzang. Jumper deep 2. Misfires off the mark. BYU comes up with a defensive rebound. Pass underneath. They have it for BYU. Back in their way. Spin move underneath, and they travel with it. Richard Harward travels with the ball, and it's going to go to a timeout. 11:21 left to go. Good game so far. 12-10 UCLA. Florida to the Sweet 16, Braden puts out. I've got Oral Roberts as a potential upset pick. So believe it or not, I'm going to take Oral Roberts as a potential upset pick there. As crazy as that sounds, I'm probably wrong, though. I'm probably going to be wrong. 31-16, Gonzaga leading Norfolk State. Abilene Christian versus Texas will tip off in around 15 minutes. Oklahoma won today. As that was the last game to wrap up 72-68 over Missouri. And they did it without Davion Harmon. So if you guys are new on the stream, once again, first timer, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for stopping by. This is my final stream tonight. As we covered a triple header today. Yeah, so Gonzaga looks like they're getting the bench and a little bit more action today because Anton Watson's got 8 points right out of the gate. Perfect 4 for 4 scoring. So it seems like the bench with Watson and Cook's got involved there for Gonzaga. Jacob, welcome to the stream here. I predicted the 11 playing team to win this one. So I actually had Michigan State in my bracket predictions, but it turned out it's UCLA. So I stuck with my prediction, so I have UCLA here in this one. Hey, there we go. Lost Puppers up to 4th in the bracket challenge. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm far back. I'm not even close. There he is. He's up at 4th. That's great, bud. Yeah, Josu going BYU out here. I think a bunch of people going out for BYU over here. Yeah, I was shocked to see Michigan State lost that game. Like, seeing that they had won against Michigan, Ohio State, Illinois a couple weeks prior. I think that I feel like there's like always like an 11 seed playing usually that they come into the game and they have a game underneath their belt and they just use that to their advantage and take that energy that they have from the last victory over to this game. And that's what I saw from UCLA. They ran the second half into overtime. 11:10 remaining in the 12-10 game. We're back to action. UCLA has the ball top of the key. Bruins move it over left wing perimeter to Singleton. Singleton passes back to Bernard at the top. Bernard has a free throw circle. Shot fake able to get around him. Jumper as that's no good off the back iron. Offensive rebound keeps alive. Bernard puts it up. Good for two. Up and in off the glass. Avi, welcome on here. Jomo, welcome to the stream. No, this is not going to be the end of the tournament. It's just VCU that had it, so it will not end the tournament. Averett, three-point shot, hit the rim short, no good. Rebound, UCLA. Cameron, welcome to the stream. Bruins by 4, and they have it. 10.5 left to go before halftime. UCLA moves it over to the right wing to Jules Bernard. Bernard dribbles at the top. Passes back outside over to Singleton. Singleton lost it. Ball's on the ground. Gets it back, though. Singleton pass over to Bernard. Bernard at the left wing. 40-21 Gonzaga up against Norfolk State. Bernard jumper mid-range. That's up. No good. Hit the back iron. Rebound BYU. Yes, I'll be doing Illinois Loyola Chicago tomorrow. So that's going to be a good one. I plan on doing 3 games tomorrow. Loyola Chicago, Illinois, Baylor, Wisconsin, and then Texas Tech, Arkansas. Jumper, no good. Too strong off the glass. Rebound goes right back over to UCLA. BYU struggling from the floor. UCLA shoots their jumper. They missed it, but there's contact. Yeah, I am shocked. Like, me, myself, I'm shocked about the Pac-12. Like, these Pac-12 teams showing up. I think Oregon might beat Iowa. I took Iowa in my bracket. I wouldn't be shocked if Oregon beats Iowa. D-Wade, welcome on here. He's taking UCLA here. I took the 11 playing winner in my bracket, so I stuck with that, so I've got UCLA. A bunch of people going out for BYU, though. First free throw is good. Yeah, because usually Dana Altman, he usually guides his team to victory for Oregon at least once in the tournament. And today they didn't play, so guess who they play in their next game? Iowa. And Oregon's got the guard play to make it tough for Iowa. They do, with out in the backcourt with Duarte, Figueroa, Will Richardson. That team is coming alive as of late. Jumper, right elbow, BYU takes it, and they make it good for 2, 16-12. 9:20 left to go in the first half. The Pac-12 has by far been the most surprising conference. And usually it was, I think like 3 years ago, was the most disappointing conference. That's when it led to its downfall, where Buffalo shot circles around Oklahoma, over Arizona and destroyed them in that 13 versus 4 matchup. 3-point shot missed, rebound BYU. BYU back outside, shot fake as they dribble at the right baseline. The Bruins move it over to Barcelo. Barcelo puts it into the hands of Averett. Averett inside. Now dribbles back out to the left corner, swings it over. 8 on the shot clock. BYU has it, 8:40 left to go as they dribble 3 on the shot clock, and that will be another foul. It's on UCLA. It's on number 12 for the Bruins here. Clock will stop. Yeah, it's by ETN. Yo, appreciate it there, D-Wade. John gonna root for Loyola Chicago tomorrow. Cameron gonna go out for BYU in this one. Hit us up in the chat who you've got in this game, UCLA or BYU. Gonzaga rolling over Norfolk State 40-21. Spencer Johnson at the free throw line, 1-1 bonus for the Cougars. First one is good. Hey, there we go. Jacob doing great there. He is 12th out of the bracket challenge of around, 50. We got like 100 plus. I am in the 50 zone. I'm not doing good at all. I'm towards the very bottom. I am shocked about the outcome of these games, like Colorado destroying Georgetown. I didn't see that coming at all. Jules Bernard going to take a seat on the bench. I've got multiple teams in the Sweet 16 I picked that already got eliminated. So Ivy's Final Four is still there. Gonzaga, Illinois, Texas, and Texas Tech he has got. Big 12 looks so impressive this year. Yeah, I think me and Jackson are like the same, like around the same percentile. I was very high in the Big 12 this year. So hopefully they can do me a favor later and keep it up. Top of the key, we're back to action because Oklahoma just won. They're going to give it over at the free throw circle. Back outside. UCLA has it with Etienne. Etienne going to take it in there. He'll shoot the mid-range jumper. Missed it. And tapped to the bounce. Last touch by the Bruins. BYU will have the ball back. Yeah, should have never been on Georgetown. That one instance. Or I said in the stream prior to week leading up to it, I'll never pick Colorado. And then Georgetown, leading up to it, I said I'll never pick Georgetown. And then it led to that matchup. It's like, no. Why did this matchup exist? 8 minutes left to go. BYU with the ball. And they got called on a whistle here. Clock will stop with 8:02. Yeah, Cameron, welcome to the stream. He's happy because Florida won. That was an incredible game. David Singleton will check out of the game. UCLA with 8 personal fouls in the first half. A lot of foul trouble. BYU with only 2, and it's going to lead the Cougars in the bonus again. 1-1 free throw at the line. 1-1 coming up, and that one is good. So BYU already in the bonus. 8 personal fouls by UCLA. 2 of those by Cody Riley. 2 by Etienne, and 2 by Nwuba. Second free throw, got it. 16-15, BYU coming back. Yeah, Gonzaga up in the first half by 20 over Norfolk State. Yeah, I saw that. About 38% of the brackets predict Gonzaga to win. Yeah, that was nasty. Yeah, to get stitches put in, and he was bleeding. Jumper, good for 2. UCLA hits it at the left elbow. The Cougars have it. Johnny Juzink got 10 out of the 18 for the Bruins. Top of the key, BYU. BYU moves it over left wing perimeter. Shot fake. Back outside the Harbs. Harms will hand it off. They dribble at the right wing. Barcelo back over. Entry pass inside. Harms gets position and he banks it. Matt Harms on the board. 18-17, 7'3" for the big fella. And imagine if BYU wins this game. Imagine what that does in Matt Painter's home state. That BYU wins this game and Purdue lost yesterday to North Texas. Oh man, Matt Painter must be as sick as Bill Belichick watching Tom Brady win the Super Bowl. 3 straight away. Rattled in there. That's good. Jaime Jaquez delivers for the triple. Bruins by 4. 6:45 left to go. I really wonder if Matt Painter is watching this game right now. And BYU turns over the ball. We're going to go to a timeout. 7:17 left to go. JT, welcome to the stream here. Do I think Kansas totally different team without Jalen Wilson after watching today's game? I was covering St. Bonaventure LSU. They heated up big time in that second half though. Over 50 points scored in the second half. So they already have a great starting lineup that they have for Kansas. They're gonna be a tough out because that momentum from the second half is just gonna be running right through into their next game. But Jalen Wilson's been important to the team this year. He is one of the most improved players this season out of the entire NCAA. Oof, the person who is number 1 in my bracket challenged Ohio State in the Final Four. Wow. Yeah, I took him to the Elite 8. So we go on a timeout. What's good, Mitch? Welcome on the stream here. 21-17 UCLA, 6:45 left to go before halftime. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What's good, Hugo? Welcome back to the stream here. He's going out for BYU. I actually, my initial pick was, when I did the bracket predictions, it was Michigan State. I thought Michigan State was going to use that momentum into this one, but I stayed with my prediction as UCLA. So I've got UCLA for this game. I usually pick an 11 playing game to transfer that momentum past the 6. I wasn't really liking the odds for Drake Wichita State for Drake, who won that one, to take on USC and beat them, because I looked at that as like a mismatch with USC's bigs with the Mobley brothers versus Drake, who's an undersized team. So I took UCLA with their momentum. Overcoming adversity has been a huge key this year for UCLA. Ohio versus Oral Roberts in the national title game. Anything is possible, but I predicted the Ohio upset. Oral Roberts, no clue. I did not see that one coming at all. It's crazy. Unbelievable that things happen like that. Hey, there you go. You get the 3 free hours again just by deleting right there. Yeah, that game's on CBS, so national TV game. Tomorrow I'll be covering that one. So Loyola Chicago versus Illinois, I'll be covering that game tomorrow. Yeah, terrible for VCU. Don't even get to play today. 3-point shot as we're back into it, and Hawkins drills it for UCLA. 24-17. 6:30 left to go. Pass inside over to Harms. Harms backs his way underneath, spin move, as he will put it up and he scores. That's just a big size advantage. They got to do that much more for the Cougars down the stretch here. 6:15 left to go. Matt Harms, 4 points. UCLA will have the ball. They'll take a 3 and they drill it. They're just hot here. Top of the key. Knocks it down. They're going to say it's a deep 2. His foot was on the line, but they do hit it by Johnny Juzang. He's got 12 out of the 26. They are so lucky that he's playing today. Coach Cal must feel sick to his stomach, man. John Calipari at Kentucky, as that's a travel by BYU. He recruited Johnny Juzang, top 30 recruit in the class of 2019. Plays 1 season at Kentucky. Transfers, barely even got any minutes. Transfers over to UCLA, sophomore season, boom. One of the most impactful players in the Pac-12 conference this season for Johnny Juzang. 26-19, 5 turnovers for BYU. UCLA, they won that game because taking care of the basketball in the second half against Michigan State. They got leadership, they got guards, they got point guards that handle the ball really well. Great assist to turnover ratios here. Gonzaga crushing Norfolk State at halftime, 43-23. 5:30 left to go. Inbound over to UCLA. Left baseline they have with Jaime Hawkins. He takes the jumper. Well, no good. Missed it. The follow through. Good. Oh, man. Tips it up and in. UCLA by 9. 5:20 left to go. BYU still playing. They got all their timeouts in their pocket. They've yet to burn one. At the right wing perimeter. As it is Connor Harding. Moves it over to Harwood. Harwood has it, and that ball tapped to the bounce. It's going to be BYU ball as they'll retain it. Yeah, 43-23 in the first half. Yeah, Georgetown has never been, like, the past decade, Georgetown has never been historically good in the tournament. I had said that I would never pick for a game to pick Georgetown unless they took on Colorado. That was before Selection Sunday. guess what? The matchup happened, and I had to decide, and I took Georgetown. Oh, man, just my luck. 3-point shot miss. BYU gets the offensive rebound. They're going to move it inside now. They will back their way. Back outside. Shot fake. Dribble straight away. Jumper. And good for 2 by Barcelo. 28-21 with 4:40 left to go. They did poorly against Illinois. They were down by 17 in the first half, but they climbed all the way back. UCLA moves it out to the left wing. Campbell. Back out to the top of the key here to Juzang. Multiple ball handlers on this UCLA team. He's got a ton of space, and you cannot leave him like that. 3 goes down by Johnny Juzang. He is too good to leave wide open like that. 4:15 left to go. Juzang's got 17 points in the first half. Maryland or Alabama? I'm going to take Maryland. I've got Maryland losing anyway in that round of 32. That 3 is off the mark. No good by BYU. Rebound UCLA. Chris, welcome, or Kidder, welcome to the stream here. Oh wow, I didn't know the guy's name, but I recognize, like, I've heard the voice before. That 3, everything is just bouncing their way. Good. At the left corner as it goes down by UCLA. 34-21. 3:30 left to go. BYU backs their way inside. Spin move, turn around. Good. Cuts it back to 11. Chicago Bulls 1-2-3. Welcome to the stream here. 3:20 remaining. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Back out to the top. Bruins will have it. They dribble with Jake Kyman. Kyman puts the ball into the hands of Nwuba. Nwuba back outside to Tiger Campbell. Campbell at the top of the key. Oh, that pick. It makes him have a lot of space as he's going to dribble inside. Campbell underneath. Lost it. Gets it back. One dribble. And we do have, looks like a double dribble. It's on UCLA. That's a rare turnover. Packers Nation, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, I think Wisconsin could give Baylor a fight in that one. If they play like they did back in December where they were rolling, we got a great game tomorrow for that one. Yeah, Brian puts every time I pick Maryland, looks like they lose, but every time I pick out, they win. Yep, just my luck. 34-23 the score as we go on the timeout. This UCLA team is really underrated. Bradley going for UCLA here. This team, they had a significant injury with Chris Smith at the very end of 2020. They had to play the remaining part of the season without him, and they snuck into the bracket as the final team. Ricky, welcome to the stream here. Going for BYU. It's crazy. It's crazy to realize that things like that have happened. I also think Oregon is underrated. Usually Dana Altman, he wins at least one conference game in the tournament. That's what March is all about, is usually Dana Altman. And they're going to take on Iowa. So they get the free pass. They beat VCU. They get more time to prepare now for Iowa. They were able to watch that game and prepare for Iowa. And they'll be able to watch the film back and back and back and just keep on preparing. I picked Iowa in my bracket, but honestly, I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked if Oregon wins that game, because they got guards all over the place. They snuck in the... I think the big key for UCLA this year is what I've seen from these games. It is the team with a leadership that comes through, usually. And we have seen it overcoming adversity. UCLA lost Chris Smith, their top player, due to injury all the way back in December. They started out 8-0. They went through a cold snap. They lost the last 4 straight games to close out the season before the tournament. They were the last team picked in the tournament, and they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. And they can do some damage here to brackets. Yeah, Iowa won. So Iowa, yeah. So I agree there. JT puts out Iowa didn't look that great today against Grand Canyon. They're gonna have their hands full against a backcourt of Oregon. That's very good. Underrated with Chris Duarte, LJ Figueroa. They got a lot of good players on that team. Hebrew Prince, welcome to the stream here. I took UCLA in this one. Welcome for tuning in. 34-23. Bruins looking good right now. I know a lot of people took BYU in this one. I initially had Michigan State. So I never changed a prediction. In my bracket video, I do have an 11 playing game winner. I like this one more, so I usually pick an 11 playing game winner. And I think they're able to transfer this momentum and win today. That's what I got, and it's looking good so far. 34-23. They have it with 2:40 left to go. Catch and shoot fire, right corner. Misfires off the mark. BYU grabs the offensive rebound though. We do have a fall as the clock will stop. What's good, Joey? Welcome to the stream here, man. Taking UCLA in this one, 80-79. Yeah, Michigan has a good chance to losing his LSU. How far do you think Florida will go? I'm going to predict a huge upset and say Oral Roberts to the Sweet 16. 2:30 left to go. UCLA has it. Tiger Campbell at the left wing. I called Florida Virginia Tech, and Florida did not look great at all at the beginning of that game. Very lucky that they won that game. Virginia Tech basically handed them the game. Like there were stretches of time through that game that nobody could hit shots. I took Kansas in that one. Kansas over USC. Top of the key, UCLA with the ball. They move it over to the left wing. Tiger Campbell has it, 2:20 left to go on the clock. They pass it out to the top. Moves it out to the right elbow here for UCLA. Johnny Juzang has it. Floats to the mid-range. It gets blocked. Matt Harms comes out with a block down by 11. BYU going to push it up the court. They have it with Averett. Averett dribbles now. Drives inside. Gets by the defense. Got the layup up and in off the basketball. Good for backboard. Good for 2. 2 minutes left to go before half. 9-point game. 60 plus in the stream. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Appreciate those for stopping by here. Top of the key. UCLA has the ball. They're going to move it over to the left wing. As the ball goes into the hands of Tiger Campbell. Passes over to the free throw circle and a quick whistle. LeBron, welcome in. Looking for UCLA to take this. What's good, Thomas? Welcome to the stream here. Glad to see you once again here, bud. Curbs Garbage, welcome to the stream. Liking UCLA and Gonzaga in these games, and Gonzaga crushing Norfolk State 43-23. Quick update on Texas. Texas leading Abilene Christian 7-4. 1:44 left to go inbound. Right baseline. Jumper. Juzang. Boom. Got it. I took Baylor. 36-29 Bruins. Johnny Juzang, 19 points. Slap in the face to Coach Cal from Kentucky. Losing a top 30 transfer in the transfer portal in the offseason. Comes over back to his hometown of Los Angeles. And man, he has had a huge impact in his sophomore year. Harms. Underneath. No good. Or it's gonna be a bucket, but they get called for the offensive foul, so it will not count. Underneath by Harms, no, as they will not get the bucket, and it's gonna be UCLA ball. Harms gets called for the offensive foul. UCLA has it. 6 turnovers by BYU at the right wing. Bruins dribble. They will take it now at the free throw circle. Passes back over to Tiger Campbell. 6 in the shot clock. 1 minute left to go. Campbell dribbles. As he has it inside. Turnaround jumper. And no good. Hit the front rim. Offensive rebound with a fresh 30. Keeps a fresh 20 there. Keeps it alive. UCLA will slow it down. 45 seconds left to go. What's good? Thomas Jefferson. Welcome to the stream. As they will drive inside. Oh, man. Monster dunk. The backcourt doing again tonight. Jaime Jaquez throws it down. Two-handed slam. Hawkins with 8 points, Juzang with 19, Bruins by 13. BYU left corner 3, it's not their game. BYU missed it, putback is good up and in. The 3 is just not dropping today. It's been a struggle. Clock will stop with 22 seconds to put back good by a loner. BYU is 2 for 11 from 3. Hey, have a nice night, the master. Welcome back in, Raven going out for BYU here. Big wow indeed. I'm not shocked by it, honestly. I'm not. I usually pick at least one 11 playing winner to transfer that momentum past the 6. And they're looking really good right now in the first half. Big story of UCLA season, overcoming adversity. Losing Chris Smith at the end of 2020, their top player. Overcoming adversity, being the last team in the bracket, playing with a chip on their shoulder, and blowing past these teams. Texas up against Abilene Christian, 10-4 to score. We got over 60 people on the stream. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball play-by-play. Tomorrow I'll be back, triple header, Loyola Chicago versus Illinois. Baylor versus Wisconsin tomorrow. And then we're going to cover Arkansas against Texas Tech. So three great games I plan on covering for tomorrow. Hopefully all going to be good ones. Man. Gonzaga up by 20 over Norfolk State at halftime. Score there 43-23. Yeah, Jacob was expecting this team to be fatigued. And I think they just shined in the late fourth quarter and overtime. That's where they came alive, and that's where they've just gotten started. And they've been rolling ever since. Michigan State fell asleep past midnight, and UCLA. I think another big reason why is the scheduling here for UCLA. If you give this team an afternoon game, I don't know how he responds. But they gave them 2 games at this time, started off around a 10 o'clock Eastern time slot. So that's around 7 o'clock Pacific time when these games start. So they take on BYU, which BYU is out there as well as they're back a couple time zones before the Eastern time slots. But still. What shocked me yesterday was Syracuse. Syracuse playing a late game against San Diego State, and Buddy Boeheim was drilling threes. They were prepared. Syracuse was prepared big time, and San Diego State was not. They were completely fooled by Syracuse's zone, and they could not drill threes to save their lives yesterday. Yeah, D-Wade going out for UCLA here. I picked the Bruins in my bracket. I know a lot of people going out for BYU. Hit me up in the chat who you got here, UCLA or BYU. So we got 22 seconds left to go before halftime. The Pac-12, they are on a mission here in the Pac-12. These teams showing up for the tournament this year. This is their chance to prove America wrong. 15 seconds remaining, and it's going to be UCLA's basketball, up by 11. They'll dribble past half court. I go back to that game where BYU took on USC and got crushed. Back in the Mohegan Sun bubble. 3 wide open. Hit the front rim, no good. Rebound BYU. 2 seconds left to go. They gotta go. They gotta get something off. Half court shot at the horn, missed it. And we go into the end of one. Halftime here. 38-27. So BYU could not connect whatsoever from 3 in that first half. That's their bread and butter, and they were 2 for 10 cold from the floor. We've seen a lot of these teams struggle offensively so far in the tournament. So we are at half. Yeah, so UCLA was in this position against Michigan State. It was UCLA who was trailing down by 11. Ain't looking bad, but here's the thing. UCLA was down by 11 against Michigan State. BYU is down by 11 right now. We all know what that means. Comeback. We'll see if it sticks. We got 20 more minutes of basketball right now at halftime. Let's see, stat of the night here. Gotta go back to UCLA's backcourt for this game. UCLA's backcourt has scored 35 out of the 38 points. So I've said it all the time throughout the tournament. It is all about the guard play. And these teams have won all because of the guard play so far. Javion Hamlet in North Texas. Max Asmus of Oral Roberts. These names becoming the stories. Cam Thomas, a bucket today for LSU. In the first game, it was Jaime Jaquez and Johnny Juzang both going off against Michigan State. And we've seen it all throughout the tournament. Guard play, guard play, guard play. If your guards get hot, there's a great chance that you're going to win the game. And we've seen that a bunch already throughout the tournament. I'm going to see if I can run it down. McKinley Wright the fourth, 13 assists today for Colorado. Marcus Zagorowski, 17 points, 8 assists for Creighton, and able to hold on. Get the victory by 1 over UCSB. Austin Reeves of Oklahoma, 23 points. Another game he scores over 16. He's been doing that all season long. Oklahoma won. Jason Preston, 2 assists away from a triple-double. 11 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists. Eric Ayala, 23 points from Maryland. It's all about the guard play. And this is where UCLA lines it up. Their backcourt can take care of the basketball. They've turned it over twice. They don't turn over the basketball much. They control the game, and they have scored out of the guards here for UCLA 35 out of the 38 points so far in the first half. Oof. Abilene Christian ahead of Texas, only 10 points for the Longhorns, 12-10, and that's the nation's number 5 defense with Abilene Christian. Oh boy, I'm gonna turn that game over right now and see how it's going. Wow. So yeah, if you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit me up in the chat who you got in this one, UCLA or BYU. Cover basketball games here. I cover from time to time football games, Cameron. It's out for members on the stream. You'd have access to it, so if anybody's interested in becoming a member here out in the Behind Your Basketball membership, you get access at least once a month to special live streams. It could be like a NASCAR race or a football game or maybe like a baseball game or so. At least once per month you get covered with a special live stream for members on the channel. Yeah, Curbsley's got his Final Four here. UCLA, Gonzaga, Villanova, and West Virginia. He has got Abilene Christian leading Texas 12-10 with 11:50 left to go. First half. This is nothing new. Abilene Christian lost to Texas Tech by 7 points. It was a low-scoring game, 51-44. Kai Jones just hit a free throw, so it was 12-11. Yes, I'm a big Celtics fan. Second free throw missed it. It's just Abilene Christian's got a great defense. Welcome Jackson here. Yeah, I'm worried. I got them to the Final Four for Texas. But my man Jackson, a Texas fan here. I expected a tight game. I expected a low-scoring game. If I had to predict this game, Abilene Christian, Texas, I would have taken Texas. I'll go Texas 63-51. That's my prediction. That was probably what I would have put in the pregame. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, I'm actually from Massachusetts. I'm a Celtics fan, Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins. My favorite college team actually is Providence. Anthony, welcome to the stream here. Anything's possible. If their threes start to drop, then BYU could very well come back in this game. They're sitting in the exact position that UCLA was sitting in back on Thursday night. So anything's possible. 1 point in the last 4 minutes almost for Texas. Texas needs to hit their shots here as they will back their way inside. Jumper, and they got it. So Texas leads 13-12. Hey, no problem there, Hammer Saints. Yeah, Abilene Christian turns. Okay, so they forced the most turnovers per game by any team in the nation. Wow, so they forced 20 turnovers per game for Abilene Christian. I know they got a top 5 defense, and they just drilled a 3 at the right corner. Abilene Christian leads at 15-11. Texas just got called for. It's gonna be a foul in the courts. The clock will stop at 11 minutes. And it's an offensive foul by Texas. So offensive foul by Texas. I'm a Providence fan. I'm not from Maryland. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm going to take Oral Roberts in that one. Pass deflected and Texas gets it back. 15-11. Sarah, welcome to the stream here. We're just at halftime between these two teams. Appreciate all for stopping by, being a part here on the channel. If you guys are new first timers, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, college basketball games, also games for the NBA as well, and Behind the Arc Basketball. Abilene Christian just picked up another personal foul. It's their third of the first half. JC, welcome on the stream. I think it's going to be a tight game. They played Texas Tech really close back in December. It's going to be a low-scoring, gritty type of game. It's going to be Texas ball. Texas will drill a 3 in a 1-point game. Texas has got experience in this roster, though. This tournament's all about leadership. That's the big key. All about leadership and how you find ways to win. Abilene Christian underneath. Puts it up, missed it, tipped up, tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Texas. (15-14) Abilene Christian leading it. Gonzaga up against Norfolk State 48-27. Do I think the Thunder will be a contender in 5 years because of all their picks? Yes. I think we're looking at more like 2026. They get a really good center they have with Pokuševski they have. Yeah, Final Four are going to be awesome, man. Texas is trailing. They're down 17-14. Abilene Christian is up by 3. Texas has it underneath, kicks it back outside. That's going to be a 3 for the tie, and they get it. Jace Febres from the outside knocks it down 17-17. 9:20 left to go in this game between Abilene Christian and Texas. Abilene Christian underneath. That's a miscue by Texas. They gamble and tried to go after the basketball, and they just miscommunicated right there as Abilene Christian went underneath, and that's good for 2. Texas moves it back outside. Back out to the top here. As they floated over the top underneath. Inside to out. Andrew Jones, pro hop, kicks it back out. Around the perimeter, top of the key 3, and they deliver. Texas with perimeter ball movement that looked terrific. That 3 is drilled by the Longhorns. Courtney Ramey knocks it down. It's 20-19 Texas. I've got Illinois in that game. I'll be covering Illinois versus Loyola Chicago tomorrow. Feel free to stop on by for that one. 3 games tomorrow after Illinois, Loyola Chicago. It's going to be Baylor versus Wisconsin and Texas Tech against Arkansas. Jaw Productions, welcome to the stream. USC fan, he's going out for BYU in this one. Abilene Christian only down by 1 against Texas. And that jumper misfires at the left baseline. Yeah, Gonzaga crushing Norfolk State 52-27. Texas moves it out to the top again. Courtney Ramey feeds it over to Sims. Oh, nice dump off underneath, and that's going to be a fall from behind. That should be Kai Jones going to the line shooting 2. These are two teams inside their own state, around like 2 hours from each other, playing against each other in a tournament. Yeah, Jacob Blake and Cade Cunningham looking amazing. Had a terrific game last month, dropped down 40 against Oklahoma. It was a slow start though last game, but he's going to pick it up against Oregon State. Definitely going to pick it up in the next game. I think they're going to be back next year for BYU, most likely. They'll be back to the tournament. Yeah, Hammer Zanes puts out, Florida might get lucky, make the Sweet 16. Don't overlook the opponent being Oral Roberts. Really don't. Upsets are stranger things. That team actually reminds me of kind of like the 2013 version of Florida Gulf Coast. Alright, so just right now at halftime here for final stream tonight, everyone. Hit me up in the chat who you've got here, UCLA or BYU. This Texas Abilene Christian game just went on a timeout with Texas leading just by 1, 20-19, with 7:44 left to go in the first half. Gonzaga leading Norfolk State, 15.5 left to go, 52-27. Hey, have a nice night, Cameron. Yeah, if it all matches up, Kansas, I think the bracket matches up for an Elite 8 matchup between Gonzaga, Kansas. Yeah, so JT going out for UCLA in this one. Jennifer taking BYU. Thinking that they're going to find their three-point shot here second half. I think going to be a much closer game in the second half. Ultrasound's going out for UCLA in this one. Yeah, so that matchup will be the Elite 8 between Gonzaga and Kansas if it does happen. Yep, I got you there, JT. And yeah, these are the final games tonight, and then its second round starts tomorrow. Let's all be respectful here on the channel to each other. I pinned it out in the chat here. Respect others out in the chat. That's the main rule, so make sure to keep that in mind, everyone. What's good, Kevin? Welcome to the stream here, bud. Yeah, he's doing pretty good in both of his brackets. That's awesome, man. Johnny Juzing doing great in this one. UCLA is so glad that he is back. That looked like a bad injury. He's so lucky that he is back in this game right now, and he's doing amazing there. Big slap in the face to Coach Cal of Kentucky. You lose a top 30 recruit, and he transfers back to his hometown, and he is playing like this in the tournament. That's just rough for Kentucky this year. But that's awesome. He's doing good on his bracket so far. That is great. Yeah, mine's looking rough so far, so it's not looking too good. I got a lot of L's today. I took St. Bonaventure. I took UConn. Took a lot of teams to go. Oh, I took UC Santa Barbara. Both UConn and UCSB to the Sweet 16, and both of them lost. Just unfortunate losses I have all around my bracket lately. Moses, welcome to the stream here. His assistant coach played in the movie 42. Wow. Would Jackie Robinson hit the home run to go to the World Series? That's awesome. Yeah, unbelievable that Oral Roberts beat Ohio State. Craziness of March Madness. Let's respect other teams here. Texas is not trash at all. They They won the Big 12 conference title. They won in the stacked Big 12 conference. It's still early on in that game. If you guys don't realize, Abilene Christian has the number 5 best defense in all college basketball. They lost by 7 to Texas Tech. Yeah, Gonzaga up by 32. They're dominating. 59-27 up against Norfolk State. I predicted UCLA here, so I got UCLA in my bracket. I usually take like an 11 playing over a 6. So I put UCLA in this one. I wouldn't be shocked, though, if BYU makes this a much closer game. I think their 3 is going to start to drop, and this is going to be a tight one in the second half. Let's get that Texas score for you guys right now. Abilene Christian leading Texas 23-22 with 6 minutes remaining in the first half. That's expected, though. I think they're going to be like a Liberty and keep it close. Like Oklahoma State was in a tight game all game long yesterday against Liberty. That's exactly the type of team that Abilene Christian is. They are gritty defensively. And they make every single possession a challenge. So that's going to be a tight game all throughout. Yeah, BYU is their bread and butter is the 3-point shot. Today it's been a struggle in the first half. Lamario, welcome in here, is going to take BYU for this one. Will I do any Thunder games soon? Probably not, because I don't get the local channel for them, and they're never on ESPN or TNT. Unless they make the playoffs. Unless they're in a playoff playing game. And make the playoffs. Because I looked at the second part of their schedule. They have 0 games on ESPN or TNT. Yeah, Gonzaga steamrolling now, 59-27. Alright, so we're going to start off in the second half here. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. We welcome back Bradley on the stream here. Bradley the man is back. Appreciate it, brother. As Johnny Juzang, 19 points in half number 1. He has been the key in this game here for UCLA. Do I like Major League Baseball? I used to watch a good amount of baseball back in the 2000s, but today's version of baseball, it's tough to watch, sit there for 4 hours. I liked it so much more back in the 2000s, so I don't really watch much baseball nowadays. That was my main sport. I played second base and I played all the way up through high school for baseball, growing up. So we're going to get back to action here. 38-27, second half about to start in just a moment. It's going to be BYU's ball first as they go right to left on the court right now. BYU has it as Averett will lob it over the top to Harms. Harms has it in a quick fall picked by UCLA. UCLA just in the first half they got into early foul trouble. That's their 9th total as a team. First foul picked up in the second half. Alpha, welcome to stream. Yeah, not doing so hot with my bracket. I took St. Bonaventure today. I took UConn. I took UCSB, and all those lost. I also took Georgetown. Rough day. Left corner shot fake. They dribble, and we have another foul. UCLA again. That's 2 fouls in the first 15 seconds. Louis, welcome to stream. BYU can get back in this game. A lot of foul trouble. 10 personal fouls already. Still have a second half to be played. BYU has the top of the key. Barcelo. Barcelo moves it over to the right wing perimeter. Averett dumps it off inside over to Harms. Harms moves it over to the top of the key. They will dribble straight away. Drive down the lane. Barcelo got it. Up and in off the backboard. 9-point game. 38-29. 2 likes away from 50 if you guys haven't done so already. Spike the thumbs up. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. I appreciate it all for dropping them by. Let me know in the chat who you got here. UCLA or BYU. UCLA jumper. Fires from the corner. Drills it. Tiger Campbell triple at the left corner. Bruins by 12. 19 minutes left to go. BYU ball. Shot fake at the right wing perimeter. Cougars pass it on top to Harms. Harms dribbles towards the left elbow. Harms hands it off as they will turn the corner around the screen here. George puts it up and it got blocked by UCLA. Bruins will have it back with 19 minutes remaining and under left to play now. Bruins will slow it down. Tiger Campbell moves it out to the top. They will pass it over right wing perimeter. Juzang moves that right corner to Hawkins. Jaime Hawkins dribbles now inside as he will kick it back over left corner. Shot fake deep 2 as that's taken and they make it. How crucial has he been this season? Coach Cal, man, if you're watching this game, he probably isn't turned off by halftime. 21 points by Johnny Juzang. 43-29. Terrible loss in the offseason for Kentucky. Big pickup by UCLA. The 3 good straight away by Barcelo. 43-32 with 18 minutes left to go. Wow, 39-point lead for Gonzaga, man. Vision Dream Records, welcome on the stream. Closest to a perfect bracket ever. It's probably on like day 1, and that's it. Like probably like 8 or 9 games through every single year, and then my bracket gets busted on like game 10 or so, and that's the most through. My bracket got busted this year in game 1. I took Virginia Tech. Up by 11 for the Bruins. UCLA just picked up another foul. It's by Cody Riley. And BYU will have it back. At the top of the key. They will dribble. Lost control of the basketball. Here to go on the 2-on-1. UCLA going to take it up the court. Juzang kicks it back outside. Campbell moves over. Fires a 3. Right wing. Jaquez off the mark. No good. Rebound Barcelo. 17.5 left to go. BYU finds himself down by 11 here. At the right corner perimeter. Averett. He dribbles to the top now. Averett guarded by Campbell. Moves it over to Harms as he sets the pick now for Averett as he dribbles. Harms rolls down. Averett dribbles now inside. Averett passes back out. Bounce pass to the right wing. Barcelo takes it. Pro hop. Jumper. And it rolls in. Good for 2. Puts them back to single digits. 9-point game. 43-34. 17 minutes left to go. That's 16 by Barcelo. He's 7 for 9 shooting. Bruins will have the ball top of the key as this is Tiger Campbell. Campbell will slow it down. 15 on the shot clock. Passes right back on top. They move it out to the left wing over to Campbell. Campbell left baseline dribble. Takes the jumper. No good. Overshoots the rim. Rebound BYU. Cougars pushing tempo. Up the court Averett. As he dribbles now at the right baseline. Averett dribbles. Right elbow jumper. Floats it up. Got it. Good for 2. This is a game. 7-point game now with 16:26 left to go. BYU still very well in it. UCLA with the ball. 100 on the chat if you guys are new. Spike the thumbs up. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well. 7-zip run in the last 2 minutes. By the way, Gonzaga crushing Norfolk State 69-30. Texas up against Abilene Christian 26-23. Inbound UCLA. UCLA has it. At the left corner perimeter with Campbell. Campbell moves it back over top of the key. Yeah, March Madness, of course, a big money maker. One of the top in all sports. Shot no good. Tip back, hit the front rim. It's on the ground, and they get the offensive rebound, but there is a foul picked up underneath. The clock will stop as we got 15:36 remaining. We're going to have a good finish to this one. Or 15:48 left to go. 15:48 remaining. UCLA leads it by 7. Alright, so something we haven't dug into has been the foul trouble, but we're going to discuss it right now here. Cody Riley, 3 personal fouls for him for UCLA, 11 total as a team. And they got 1 each by Jaime Jaquez, Juzang, and Campbell for a personal foul. They get 2 off the bench by Etienne and Awuba, and then 1 off the bench by Singleton. So that's the foul trouble for UCLA. BYU foul trouble, it's either 2 or 1 at this point of the game. Top scores for BYU, Alex Barcelo, 16 points. And for UCLA, Johnny Juzang carrying it over once again from Thursday night. He's got 21 for Juzang. Gonzaga crushing Norfolk State 69-32. Texas up against Abilene Christian 26-23. That's a low-scoring game. A minute and a half left to go before halftime. That's what I expected. Abilene Christian got a top 5 defense all this season. Double down once overtime here. Yeah, low-scoring game for BYU. Yet to hit the 40 mark in the second half. We've gone a couple minutes through in the second half. John, of course, going out for BYU to win this one in regulation. Hit me up in the chat who you got here, BYU or UCLA, if you haven't done so already today. Yeah, this is my 3rd game covering today. I covered 2 games prior to this, St. Bonaventure, LSU, and then finished off before this, UConn against Maryland. So this is game number 3 to wrap up tonight, everyone. Ricky, welcome on the stream here, taking BYU for this one, for a lock to the next round. Alright, we're going to get back into it in just a matter of moments here, guys. 43-36, BYU's cut it to a 7-point game, and it's going to be UCLA basketball as they will get the inbounds. We've got 15:45 left to go. Tiger Campbell takes the 3 straight away. Got a lot of space, but it rattled out no good. Rebound BYU. Sky Fam, welcome to the stream. Tomorrow's going to be Loyola Chicago versus Illinois. And then Baylor versus Wisconsin, Texas Tech against Arkansas. So 3 games tomorrow. BYU has it left baseline. Averett going to dribble back out. Pass over to Harms. Gets the handoff from Harms again. Averett back out top of the key. 5 in the shot clock. They dribble at the left wing. Now they're going to take the jumper. Deep 2. Averett drills it. Here mounts the comeback for BYU, and it's a 5-point game. This one going to be a game to watch out for. A 9-zip run last 3 minutes for the Cougars. Thanks so much, Lou. I appreciate it, bud, like always, for stopping by, man. Hey, thanks so much, Jacob, for stopping by. This is now anybody's game. It's out in the open. BYU's cut this to 5. UCLA at the right wing perimeter. Whisper chop going out for BYU here. At the top, we do have a foul. Clock will stop with 14:45 left to go. And it's going to be offensive. It's on UCLA, I believe. Yeah, it's on the screen set up by Nwuba. Yeah, he gets called for the offensive foul. Candle loves me. Thanks so much, Louie. Pass underneath, deflected, stolen away by UCLA. Hawkins going to take it up the court. Pass, right corner, wide open 3. Campbell missed it. Oh, you cannot get as open as that. Out in the clear. Rebound BYU, pass up the court. Dumps it off underneath, contact to the foul, puts it up, and 2 free throws. It's going to send 2 shots here by the Cougars at the line by Carter Harding. We got 14:22 left to go on the clock. Anis, welcome to the stream here. Looking for this game to go for the over. Gonzaga crushing Norfolk State 74-35, and Texas up at the half 28-23 over Abilene Christian. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Connor Harding, 2 points, both of them at the free throw line shooting 2. First one got it. 43-39. Very good game going on. Great comeback by BYU, trailing by 11 at halftime. They lead the second half in their favor 12-5. Second free throw, and Harding missed it off the back iron. UCLA comes up with a defensive board. And Nwuba in a lot of foul trouble. 4 personal fouls for the big off the bench for UCLA. UCLA slows it down top of the key. Jules Bernard looking to pass it. He does. Swings it over right wing to Singleton. Back over to Bernard. Bernard has it back out to the top. Bernard dribbles towards his right as he is guarded by Barcelo. Nasty move to get around him. Floats it up. Got it. Oh, man. Nasty right there. Just took out his ankles. 45-39. Jules Bernard with 10. BYU has it. Barcelo gives it over to Harding. Harding passes over now. They're going to cut it out. Left corner 3 in the air. Barcelo rattled out. That was going to be a good one. Jumper taken. A block by UCLA. Oh, man, Barcelo had a look, missed the 3. UCLA with an incredible defense right there with a block. Pump fake, wide open 3. Missed it, no good. We do have a rebounding foul. It's going to be picked up by BYU. It's on Harding. Clock will start with 13:25. Yeah, Gonzaga's won their game a long time ago. They're still playing, though. Less than 8 minutes left to go. Gonzaga by 39. 74-35. Inbound, UCLA has it. At the right baseline with the Bruins. 13:20 remaining. As they will back their way underneath. Shot fake, bounce pass underneath. Puts it up, good. Up and in off the glass. Cody Riley scores for 2. Approaching the 13-minute mark left to go. BYU ball. They dribble straight away. Barcelo, jumper, right elbow. Knocks it down. Good for 2. The bucket's picking up here. This is a great game to call. Wow. Alex Barcelo, 18 points. I love these types of games when guards go off. Less than 13 minutes left to play. UCLA by 6. They have the basketball. Top of the key. They will dribble towards the right now. Looking to pass it off. They do into the hands of Jaime Hawkins. Hawkins has it. Moves it over to Bernard. Bernard at the right wing. Bernard going to shoot a 3. Cold-blooded. Knocks it. Oh, triple. From the right wing perimeter. Cold-blooded triple goes down there by UCLA. 12.5 left to go. BYU down by 9. What a game. That is 3-point shot number 8 tonight for the Bruins. Over 100 out in the chat. If you guys are new here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Entry pass now underneath. BYU will back their way in there. Harding, spin move. Shot fake, puts it up and gut it. Banks it. Up and in off the glass, good for 2. And it's a 7-point game. Approaching 12 minutes left to go. Hit me up in the chat who you got here, UCLA or BYU. Bruins have it top of the key. They will now dribble. At the left elbow. Passes back outside. 3 in the air. Juzing. Missed it off the back iron. Fight for the rebound. They get the offensive rebound. Shot clock Goes back to 20. They back their way inside. Shot fake, puts it up, and that is good. Jaime Jaquez up and in off the glass, good for 2. Once again, up by 9 by the Bruins. 11.5 left to go. So welcome in Sky onto the channel. What a game. BYU, top of the key. Barcelo slides over to the right wing to Harding. Harding has it, passes over at the right elbow. As they will hand it back over. Barcelo off the handoff. Missed the 3, no good. Rebound UCLA. Vision Dream Records looking for BYU here for the comeback. Where's Paris going out for UCLA? Lucas taking UCLA. Bruins going to slow down the ball. 11 minutes left to go. What a game. Bruins have it top of the key. The pick gets set by Juzang. Frees him up. Dribbles now at the right elbow. Turnaround. Singleton. Good. That's 2 more on the board for the Bruins. Oh, man, they are dialed. They are locked in. They are doing everything. The Pac-12 impressing America. They are impressing America with the Pac-12 with this plan to show up for the tournament. 54-43 UCLA. As we got under 11 minutes left to play. 10:47 left to go in the timeout taken on the floor. Media timeout. Kenneth, welcome to the stream here. He's got BYU in the money line here. 8-game parlay. That'll net him at 300 if he gets that one. What a game. Yeah, Maryland beat UConn. UConn, big disappointing loss last game. Louis going out for UCLA here. Bruins looking good right now, up by 11. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Holy smokes. Gonzaga. Oh, man. Gonzaga torching Norfolk State, 84-37. Gonzaga will take on Oklahoma in the second round. The winner of this game will face, in the second round here, it's going to be Texas, as Texas is playing currently. Texas leading at halftime over Abilene Christian, 28-23. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, college basketball games, NBA games as well. So if you guys haven't already done so, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow, 3 games, triple header. First one, it's going to be Loyola Chicago versus Illinois. Second game I plan on covering it's going to be Baylor against Wisconsin, and then the final game tomorrow I plan on covering will be Texas Tech versus Arkansas. All 3 great games. Feel free to stop on by for those games. We got 10:47 remaining here. Currently on the timeout, UCLA by 11. What did I think about the Ohio State upset? It's crazy, man. Busted everybody's bracket. Just shocked. Oral Roberts' defensive metrics put him around like I think they're like around the 280s in total defense in all college basketball. I'm stunned that a team from the Summit League beat a Big Ten school. Like that's the craziness of March Madness. Is that you usually never have upsets from the Summit League or say like a conference like the NEC or the MAAC, like any of those conferences. It's crazy. The Big Sky, you don't have upsets too much from those types of conferences, and you did with the Summit League. I'm going to do those 3 tomorrow, Michael. Yeah, Michael liking Oral Roberts to beat the Gators. Yeah, Alabama beat Iona. That game was no easy walk in the park, though. With about halfway through the second half, Alabama started to break away. It was a big steal that they cashed in with a dunk that really changed the momentum in that game. It was tight. They went on a 7-zip run, never looked back. 54-43 the score. Winner of this game going to take on winner of Abilene Christian, Texas on Monday. We're going to get back to action. UCLA with 5 personal fouls second half. BYU with 3. Top scorers tonight, Johnny Juzang, 21 points. BYU top score, 18 by Barcelo, as we're back to action. BYU has it at the left wing. They dribble back to the top of the key here, as George will move it over to Harms at the right wing perimeter. Harms looking to pass it off. He hands it off. Averett has it. Top of the free throw circle. Takes it inside for Brandon Averett. Gets behind the defense with a left hand. Scoop score off the glass. Good for 2. 9-point game. 10:20 left to go. Stay one, welcome to the stream here. He's got UCLA on the money line for this one. Bruins by 9. 10-10 left to go. They're going to slow it down. Yeah, well coached. Like, a team with, like not much talent, and unbelievable for Iona that they were in that game today. Floater, good for 2. Mid-range by Singleton as he knocks it down. UCLA up by 11. They are perfect execution for the Bruins in this game today. 4 turnovers. Shooting almost 50% from the floor. Inside BYU, up and in off the backboard. Harm scores. UCLA's made the last 6 out of 8 shot attempts from the floor. Bruins have with Singleton, top of the key. The pick gets set. Singleton dribbles now at the left double. Jumper. He takes it. Step back. Missed it off the mark. Rebound Barcelo. Cougars have the ball. 9.5 left to go. Pass up the court. Averett. He dribbles to the right wing perimeter. Passes over to the left corner. Barcelo fires a 3. Left corner triple. Missed it off the mark. Off back iron of rebound UCLA, and a rebounding foul picked up by BYU. Clock will stop. 9:17 left to go. Going to go on to a timeout here taken as the UCLA leads by 9. So once again, stoppage in time with under 9:20 left to play. Gonzaga crushing Norfolk State 88-43. And Texas up at halftime over Abilene Christian 28-23. Hit me up in the chat here who you've got, UCLA or BYU out in this one. Norfolk State, there is no single player that has scored over 10 points in that game for Norfolk State. Everybody scored 9 points or less. Corey Kispert, 23 points. He made 6 threes for Gonzaga. 17 off the bench by Anton Watson. He was a perfect 7 for 7 from the floor. 15 points by Joel Yai along with 9 rebounds. And Jalen Suggs had 6 points today. He went cold. He was 2 for 8 from the floor in his first tournament game. So Suggs and Cunningham, both cold from the floor, but both of their teams managed to get it through and get things done. Derwin, welcome to the stream here. Looking for some stops for BYU. Wyatt, welcome to the channel. Competitive game indeed we got here. Nice F in the chat right there for Norfolk State you guys could put. Yup, Duke and Kentucky fans in the couch. Coach Cal on the couch watching Johnny Juzang ball out for UCLA. Oh man, what a slap in the face that is. What a slap in the face. You get a top 30 recruit in the class of 2019, and then he transfers in the offseason back to his hometown of LA. And today he drops down 21 points. He had a huge game in the first 4 against Michigan State. He does it again today. That is what March Madness is all about. Redemption. Redemption. And it's players that's been given up by other teams, other coaches, that they don't fit well in their system. They don't get any playing time. They go elsewhere and they've redeemed themselves. Javon Quinterly, I think he was thinking about Arizona, and then instead he chose Villanova, went to Villanova, barely played, goes to Alabama, sets the tone, and Quinterly off the bench had a huge game today, and really set that tone in the second half, midway through it for Alabama to pick off Iona and defeat them. Yeah, Texas in a very low-scoring game against Abilene Christian. Welcome back in Jackson once again. 28-23 puts out that. Looks like Texas got a dunk right before halftime. Doesn't shock me. Texas is such an explosive team. So much athleticism on that team. A big team. 9-10 left to go. UCLA up by 9. They have the basketball and a quick foul picked up. That's going to be BYU's 5th personal foul. 5 each by both these teams. 9 minutes left to go here. UCLA has the top of the key. That Gonzaga game. Gonzaga leads Norfolk State 97-49 with 2 minutes left to go. 97-49. At the top of the key, UCLA moves it outside. Left wing 3. Misfires off the back iron. They get the offensive rebound. New shot clock resets at 20. UCLA back over to Singleton. Moves over to the top here to Bernard. 100-49 now. Wow. 8:30 remaining here, guys. UCLA has it up by 9. They will dribble. Left baseline, back in their way. Bernard sneaks through and missed it. Off the back iron, rebound BYU. 8:20 left to go. Cougars ball. BYU has made 1 3-point shot in the last 23 minutes. They will dribble left baseline. That's good. Averett lays it up and in for 2. They're going to find other ways to win this game if they want to come back down by 7. Brandon Averett, 13 points. 8 minutes left to go. Bruins ball. UCLA has it top of the key. They're going to move it over to the right wing, Juzang. Juzang looking for more. Puts it up. He scores. Up and in. Count the bucket and the foul. Johnny Juzang. Going to go to the free throw line, shoot the and 1 for the Bruins. 23 by Johnny. It's these stories like this. Redemption type of stories. Barely got any playing time at Kentucky. Look at him now. Look at him now for Johnny Juzang, stepping up in a huge way, improving all throughout the season. Timeout taken on the floor, 58-49, and 1 coming up by Juzang after the timeout. We got 7:55 left to go. Yeah, so Gonzaga just destroying Norfolk State. Carlos, King, welcome to the stream here. If you're a Kentucky fan watching this game right now, you're going to be sick to your stomach. You're going to be sick to your stomach seeing that Terrence Clark and Brandon Boston just declared for the draft. Gotta come back to school. Gotta come back to school if you're those 2 players. You're watching that. You missed out on the top 30 recruit that would have been the leader to your team this season. And instead you got a losing record. And he is an absolute bucket here in the tournament for the Bruins. Oh man. What a find by UCLA. Hometown boy comes back. And he is carrying this team here. 23 points. As we got 7:55 left to go. 7:55 remaining here, guys. Appreciate all for stopping them by. If you're new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified. Future live streams I cover. Back tomorrow, triple header I'll be covering. Loyola Chicago versus Illinois. First game. Second game, it's going to be Wisconsin versus Baylor. Third game, it's going to be Texas Tech versus Arkansas. So triple header tomorrow. Feel free to drop them by for those 3 streams if you're interested. Pick some good games to cover for tomorrow. That's one thing for sure. Be a lot of good basketball going on. Lou's got a cheeseburger for the 75th person who hits that thumbs up button tonight. UCLA has found gold. Can they close it out? This is going to be the big question. They have managed to be up basically all throughout. They have controlled this game. BYU's made it interesting. This is reminding me of Maryland UConn. UConn was trying to make things interesting, but they couldn't mount a comeback. I think a lot of us, me included, slept on the Pac-12. A lot of us did. The Pac-12 has put the nation on notice, and I honestly, I would not be shocked if Oregon beats Iowa on Monday. I would not be shocked. I really wouldn't be shocked. 58-49 the score. 7:55 remaining as we're going to get back into this one here. UCLA at the line. That's good. UCLA's main weakness, I'd probably say interior defense for UCLA's main weakness. Oregon won that game last month because they kept on attacking inside. BYU today, cold from 3, not their game, 3 for 14. It's the same thing out in the bubble in Mohegan Sun. They got crushed against USC because they could not drill a 3. 7:36 left to go. Pass deflected out of bounds. If you're cold from 3, you can't win games. And this is what's happening right now. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one for Iowa. Really will be. It wouldn't shock me if Oregon wins that game. They got some terrific guards in Iowa. Really underrated. Chris Duarte. He's got to get drafted. What a story. Junior college to Oregon. Dana Allman always wins a game in March, it seems. Pass goes behind. That is a turnover by BYU. And this is the thing. UCLA is going to torch you when it comes to turnovers. UCLA with a guard play, it's terrific. They don't turn over the ball much. They control their possessions. And they control the game. Tiger Campbell jumper, left elbow. Missed it off the mark, no good. Rebound BYU. They got a terrific point guard with Tiger Campbell. Done a great job controlling the game once again today. 5 assists to 0 turnovers. 7 minutes left to go. You got point guard play like that, you win basically as much as you can. 3-point shot BYU, not their game. Misfires, offensive rebound Harms, and he's going to get fouled. The difference in these games, the size between guard play, it's been favoring guard play in these tournaments. It's been favoring ball security guard play more than size. You take a team that's lengthy athletic, a Florida State type of team with big guards, 6'7", 6'8". You put them against a better seed, like a 13 seed that's much better, like a Liberty or so. I think you give Liberty that W. They got the luck of the draw that they played against UNC Greensboro today, because they went cold. They started out, I think, 0 for 9 from 3-point range. First free throw is good by BYU. Harms got fouled. He's at the line. On the glass is BYU +6, 28-22. Doesn't matter as much, though. UConn was like +15 on the glass over Maryland. UConn lost. Second free throw coming up. Misfires off the mark by Harms. Rebound UCLA. 6:50 remaining. Yep, look at Ohio. Jason Preston almost had a triple-double today. I think he had like 13, 11, and 8. 6:40 remaining. Top of the key. Campbell dribbles towards the left baseline. Campbell has it. Going to take it at the left elbow. Jumper. He'll fire it. And that one is no good off the mark. Rebound BYU. Harms picks up the defensive board. What's good, Vaughn? Welcome back on the stream here. 6.5 remaining at the right corner. Averett has it. Back to the top of the key. Averett with the basketball. It gets poked loose for the reach in. It's called on UCLA. I think it's going to be their 7th. The clock will stop with 6:20. They are usually better inside. They don't attempt a ton of threes, but today they have knocked down 8 threes. So UCLA, they're usually more for their 2s, but they've attempted 8 3-point shots today. They're selective when it comes to 3-point shots, and they like to get good looks. And they are able to get open out in a space, and that's why they shoot the ball well from 3. That shot no good off the back iron. Rebound over to UCLA. Free throw was missed at the line by BYU. So UCLA 7 personal fouls. BYU with 6 as a team in the second half. UCLA has it at the left wing. They will slow down the tempo. They will let the game and control it to their pace. Top of the key. Ball into the hands of Cody Riley. Passes off the cutter. Good. Jaime Jaquez lays it up and in for 2 off the backboard. Bruins by 11. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified future live streams. Hand off around the perimeter. BYU turns the corner, passes underneath, and another whistle and a foul. It's going to be on UCLA. They pick up the personal. That's going to be number 8. Man, this team is desperate. Ever since they arrived in the tournament, last team in the bracket, they're playing on full desperation mode. Brandon Averett going to go to the line, shoot 1-1. Free throw, first one is good. I love picking teams that's an 11 seed in the first 4. I usually pick one of them over a 6 every single year. It's because they got that one game underneath their belt. And this one is looking great right now. We'll see if it keeps on going. Second free throw coming up. BYU knocks it down. Back to a 9-point game. They've drawn close, around single digits, up to 9, sometimes to 7. It's just UCLA always has an answer. 5:40 remaining. It's going to be Bruins basketball. UCLA has it at the right wing with Juzang. Juzang moves over right baseline, backs his way, spin move. Jaime Jaquez, kiss off the glass, good for 2. Vaughn picked UCLA to win. Looking really good right now, 63-52. Approaching the 5-minute mark left to go here, guys. Cougars have it at the left wing. Barcelo. Passes. Entry pass over to Harms. They're doing everything. 10 for 16 shooting in the second half. You think that'd be enough to come back for BYU? No. Because of the turnovers. That one no good. Air ball by Harms in the post. Rebound UCLA. They will dribble past half court. I think the largest margin of victory was 69 points. Somebody blew out somebody. UCLA has it. Shot fake. Back outside to the right wing. That pass deflected. Ooh. Half court violation. That is a rare UCLA turnover. That is a very rare UCLA turnover. BYU forces them, and the ball got poked to the backcourt, and they try to save it, but they were in the front court, step to the backcourt. That's a backcourt violation, I believe. They might look at this. This is close. .433 remaining. Oh, let's see here. Actually, largest margin of victory, I think it's 44. It was some other article that said 69, but 44. So that must be the largest margin of victory ever in tournament history. It must be. 63-52, shot no, it's going to be BYU basketball. So BYU has a 4:20 left to go. Yeah, Purdue lost at home against North Texas in their home state. It's just crazy upsets over the map. Jumper no good. Goes back to the guard play. That jumper no good. Rebound UCLA. North Texas with Javion Hamlet. He had an incredible game for the Mean Green yesterday. What's Purdue really good at guards? They're big. They're big in the front court. Travion Williams, Edey. They're a big team there. They're not really primarily led by guard. A left baseline. They will dribble underneath. Floats it up. Juzang got contacted and fouled. It's gonna send the Bruins to the free throw line with Johnny Juzang. Clock will stop with 3:44. A lot of people took BYU, I feel like, on this one. We got 3:44 left to go. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. 3:44 remaining in this game. This is it's perfect guard play by UCLA all game long. You win the game by being selective from three and knowing what your capabilities are. UCLA, open threes, drilling them. BYU, taking threes, usually their bread and butter. They don't really have much of a second option there. They can go to Harms. He's got the size advantage, but they're 3 for 15 from three, and their three's not dropping. That's what happened back in the bubble against Mohegan Sun. They got crushed by USC because they couldn't drill their threes. And when you're three heavy like that, you got to have another game plan, and today, it just wasn't happening. Also, they left off 6 points at the free throw line. 7 for 13 today at the free throw line by BYU. And what the other category comes down to turnovers. 10 turnovers for the Cougars. 3 of those turnovers underneath by Matt Harms. For UCLA, they turned the basketball over as a team only 4 times. That's what it comes back to. Terrific point guard play. Tiger Campbell, 5 assists to 0 turnovers. That's your point guard this season. He has been doing that all season long for the Bruins. Just incredible with his assist to turnover ratio numbers. Like they are putting us on notice right now. And the Pac-12 as a whole has put us on notice. And I honestly wouldn't be shocked if Iowa loses against Oregon. Wouldn't be. Because usually Dana Altman comes out and wins at least one game in March. If not more. Yeah, Tiger Campbell has done it all season. 149s to just 54. So 149 assists to just 54 turnovers entering this game today by Tiger Campbell. He has been phenomenal at the point for this team. He's averaging 6.5 assists per game to just 2.4 turnovers per game for Tiger Campbell. The main stars, though, been Johnny Juzang, 24 points for him. And if you're a Kentucky fan watching this stream, you got to be sick to your stomach right now, knowing that you lost him in the off season. First free throw, no good, as Juzang missed it at the line. We got 3:44 left to go. Yeah, they got the size. UCLA struggles to defend the front court. They just struggle in the front court defending 2-point shots. Oregon was attacking when they covered them like 3 weeks ago against UCLA. Second free throw is good. You got to attack inside, and they just haven't been able to do that today. They've stayed back. They haven't been able to turn the corner off of a screen here. BYU going to dribble at the right elbow. They're dribbling away from the basket at the right wing. They have it now. Right baseline, they dribble underneath. Averett, bounce pass underneath, and that's good for 2. That's what you got to do. Up and off the backboard, 3:15 remaining, 10-point game. UCLA has the ball. Campbell going to take it past half court. So he went out for a full court press, going to move it back to the top of the key. And UCLA will love to slow down the game and let them play to their pace right now. That's what the Bruins are going to do. 3 minutes left to go. Bruins have it. 10 on the shot clock. At the left wing perimeter, Campbell, as he is guarded by Avery. He dribbles left baseline, able to get away. Floats it up, good for 2. Oh man, the shot selection has been beautiful today by the Bruins. Waiting, being patient for their opportunity. They have done that today. 2:40 left to go. BYU ball. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Dribbles towards their right. Passes over to the right corner. BYU shot fake. They'll take a contested jumper. No good. When you take those low percentage, not going to make them. Rebound UCLA. Bruins have it. 2:25 in the clock. They're going to take it past half court. UCLA will slow it down once again, up by 12. Bruins will look to get a good quality look here. And they're going to take a timeout before that. So they will draw up something as Mick Cronin takes a timeout. Down to 2 left to go. 2:11 remaining on the clock here. So the clock will stop 66:54. Yeah, Abilene Christian in Texas. That's a tight game. Texas up only by 4. That's a defensive type of game. Really doesn't shock me that Texas is only up by single digits. Abilene Christian took Texas Tech down to the wire. If Abilene Christian's playing another team, they get the upset. They get the upset there. They got a top 5 defense. It's the guard play all game long. 25 by Juzang, 15 by Bernard, and 12 by Jaquez for UCLA. Barcelo and Averett, 18 and 15. 18 by Barcelo, Averett with 15 points. Ramiaz, welcome to the stream here from the Philippines. Appreciate it for dropping them by. No, this is not the worst game at all for BYU. The worst game for BYU this year was back in the Mohegan Sun bubble when they got crushed against USC. So they are cursed by the Pac-12 curse this year. Yeah, Texas better not lose. DSP, welcome to the stream. I took Texas as well. Took them all the way to my Final Four. That's a tough Abilene Christian team. They took Texas Tech down to the wire back in December, so that's going to be a tight game. That is shades all again of Oklahoma State Liberty from yesterday. So that's going to be a very tight game down to the wire. 66-54, final 2:11 left to go. UCLA will get the inbound coming up. Bruins have it. Bounce pass at the free throw circle. Shot fake back out left wing to Tiger Campbell. Campbell turns the corner. Shot fake free throw circle. Floats it up and he gets it. That is good for 2. Thanks so much for the sub there, Ramios. Appreciate it there, man. 68-54. 1:55 left to go. This Pac-12 conference, these teams are putting the world just on notice right now. Inside, Cougars for 2, and they get the bucket in the foul. Bernard picks up the personal. It's going to be an and 1 here by the Cougars. 1:50 remaining. I want to wrap it up with this tonight, everyone. I covered 2 other games before this earlier today, so this is my last stream today. One free throw at the line coming up by the Cougars. Down by 12, minute 50. Matt Harms shooting one. And he drills it. So Matt Harms going to check out of the game. It would have been a story if BYU had picked off UCLA today, and Matt Harms would have been advancing into the round of 32 in the home state of Matt Painter and the Purdue Boilermakers, but no. It's not looking that way in the final minute 45. I bet the Purdue Boilermakers definitely keeping their close eye on their former teammate Matt Harms in this one. 1:40 remaining, and we got a quick foul picked up. It's going to be on BYU. Clock will stop. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if Oregon wins that game against Iowa. Yeah, I'm so glad I picked Oregon there. One-on-one bonus coming up by Jaime Hawkins at the line for UCLA. 1:41 on the clock. What's good, Al? Welcome in here from the Philippines. I know a lot of people on the Philippines came in for the NBA streams. A lot of people in the Philippines here are Lakers fans too. Hit me up in the chat. You're probably going out for UCLA out in this one. First free throw, missed it. Hit the front rim by Hawkins. Rebound back to BYU. 1:35 left to go. Man, I remember the NBA Finals game. So many people out from the Philippines that were Lakers fans pouring into those streams. Underneath, they're going to dump it off to the right corner perimeter. BYU has it, turns the corner. Underneath, they pass it off to Harms. Harms has it. And we're going to have a foul here underneath. It's on UCLA. Clock will stop with 1:24. So 1:24 left to go. Yeah, I really wish I had that like Chris or so. I'd have to control it like all manually though. First free throw, they missed it. Harm's no good. They're in the double bonus. Wow, Abilene Christian leading by 1, 37-36, 12:55 remaining. Unbelievable. Doug, welcome in here. He's going out for UCLA. Second free throw, got it. 10-point game. Final 1:20. If you guys are new in the stream, before you sign off, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, college basketball games throughout the tournament, NBA games here as well, and behind their basketball. UCLA was trapped in the corner, able to get it passed through, though. They have it top of the key. BYU yet to pick up a foul. Clock still rolling. 1:16 left to go, and finally a foul. UCLA back to the line, 1-1 bonus, 1:16 on the clock. It's going to be at the line, Jules Bernard for the 1-1. 73% on the season here. 1-1 for the Bruins. First free throw, got it. My name is Sal. So we got 69-58, S-A-L. Second free throw coming up by UCLA. And no good. Rattled out, tipped out of bounds. Last touch by UCLA. Yeah, I've seen people do it before. It's just that usually doesn't sync up. That's the only thing. Because usually the time goes before, because it's like a 30-second delay. That's the only thing. Welcome to the stream here, Jeff. Appreciate bud for stopping by. And then Owosu out from Ghana. Welcome to the stream right now. Appreciate you here for being a part of the stream. Yeah, Gonzaga destroyed Norfolk State today. And Anton Watson was a perfect 7 for 7. Official review on the court right now. They're looking at who touched that out of bounds last. They're looking at it right now. We got a minute 14 remaining. Seeing who last touched the basketball. The initial call was it was going to be BYU ball. Oh man, sorry to hear that, the sports expert. Yeah, there you go, Superman. 114 remaining. Texas down by 3 against Abilene Christian. It's going to be UCLA ball, so it's going to be Bruins basketball. They pass over. Tiger Campbell has it. BYU's yet to foul. 110 remaining. They're going to let it play out. It looks like UCLA just dribbling here. 105 in the clock. They're going to let it out with no... we do have a stoppage in time. Where is it? Didn't look like he picked up a reach-in or anything, but the clock will stop with 105. Oof, yeah, it was looking like that way. That Johnny Juzing was going to be out. Unbelievable that he played today. Because that looked like a terrible injury back on Thursday night. Well, 11:40 a.m. out in China, so 12-hour difference. We're at 11:40 at night over here where I am. I'm out on the east coast of the U.S. 105 left to go. At the right wing perimeter, and a quick foul picked up by BYU. It's on Lohner. I predicted UCLA in this game. I'm actually from Massachusetts in the U.S., so I'm a Celtics fan, by the way. I'm a big New England sports fan, so Celtics, Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins. My favorite college team is Providence for college basketball. First one is good at the line. Wow, that'll be huge there to sports expert. He picked Abilene Christian. They're up 39-36. I expected that one to be close. They got a top 5 defense. Second free throw, no good. They lost by 7 against Texas Tech, so that defense is suffocating for Abilene Christian. At the right wing, BYU has it. Hands it off to Avery. He jacks up a 3 straight away. Hit the front rim, no good. Rebound UCLA. 50 seconds left to go, and a foul picked up by the Cougars. Threes just not dropping tonight here for BYU. 3 for 16 from the perimeter. When they entered in the bubble back in Mohegan Sun, they got crushed against USC because their shots weren't dropping down from the perimeter. Yeah, they canceled the Oregon game. VCU had positive tests on their team, so VCU had to withdraw from the tournament. So with no contest, Oregon moved on to the second round to take on Iowa. So just ripped to the brackets that had VCU in it. First free throw missed, as Hawkins missed the first one. Second shot at the line by UCLA, 50 seconds left to go, and no good. Missed the second one. Rebound BYU down by 12. Cougars have it. Dribbles top of the key. Barcelo takes it inside. Jumper at the right elbow, and he drills it. 10-point game. 41 seconds left to go. UCLA gets the inbound, and it's going to run down to 40 seconds and a foul. It's on Caleb Lohner. Yeah, oh man, all 4 1 seeds go to the Final Four. That'd be crazy. Usually it doesn't happen like that. It never happens like that. 41-36. Abilene Christian over Texas. I think the last time that 3 1 seeds went to the Final Four was back in 2015. Yeah, just terrible for VCU. They have a stud on their team with Nashawn Highland, and he couldn't even play in the tournament. He's going to get drafted. Hopefully for him, he gets drafted first-round pick. Brock, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, this is disappointing. I don't know what's more disappointing, guys. Hit me up in the chat which team is more disappointing. By the teams I list here. BYU, UConn, San Diego State. I'm going to list those 3 teams. I'm not going to list Ohio State, but let me know. BYU, UConn, or San Diego State out in the chat. Which team has been the most disappointing out of those 3? First free throw good at the line by UCLA. Yeah, I took them to the Final Four, Jackson. Unbelievable. I expected this out of Abilene Christian. I did not expect they'd be up, though. I expected that score to be reverse. Purdue, that's right. Purdue, too. That is correct. 72-60. I'm not going to list Virginia on there, but it puts out Purdue. Not going to list Virginia because I expected that as an Ohio victory. They get guards, and I like that matchup. They lost against San Francisco. Virginia was overrated to start out the season. 20 seconds left to go. 12-point lead by the Bruins. Bruins have the basketball. BYU going to foul. Why foul when they're down by 12 here? 15 seconds left to go. Yeah, San Diego State was a no-show last night. Like, you look at the metrics, that's a top 10 defense with San Diego State, and they just cannot show up. Yeah, I thought UConn was going to go on a tear. I got them to the Sweet 16. And, just unfortunate for them. First one good by UCLA. 73-60, final 15 seconds. Second free throw, and no good. Rolled around the rim and out. Rebound BYU, final 12 seconds left to go. They'll pass half court. Hands it off around the perimeter. Spin move inside. And they'll float one up. That's good for two, but either way, UCLA. 4 seconds, going to dribble out the clock as this one has gone final. Big key of these games so far, guard play. And UCLA did it again. They sneaked through. Johnny Juzang, 27 points, having an incredible tournament for him. 16 by Jules Bernard. 13 by Jaime Hawkins he had, and 5 assists by Tiger Campbell tonight for the Bruins. As this game has gone final, UCLA wins it over BYU 73-62. In this one, the Bruins will take on the winner of Abilene Christian North Texas, which it's Abilene Christian winning that game. Tomorrow I'll be back, by the way. I'm going to be covering 3 games triple header. Loyola Chicago versus Illinois. Wisconsin, Baylor, Texas Tech against Arkansas. Feel free to stop by for that one. If you're new on the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate you here for stopping by, being a part on the stream on Behind Your Basketball. Before I do sign off, got the channel membership out here. We have 15 channel members. Going to shout out all the channel members as low as $1.99 per month if anybody would like to become a member here on the channel. Gives you special access to special member live streams as well as shout outs at each and every single one of my live streams at the very end. We got Jack, Jason, Aaron, Dawad, Edwin, the sports expert, Warren, Manon Hades, Robert Mays, John, Someone Yee, made by Aiden, A2 to go, hashtag GXC, Darnell, and Lee out here for the 15 channel members. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by. Going to wrap up. Enjoy the rest of your night as this is Behind Your Basketball. UCLA 2-0 in the tournament as they pulled off again over BYU 73-62. Have a nice night, everybody.